the new education amendment that's up for potentially to be on the ballot coming up in November. Could you share with us what the potential implications are if that measure were to pass? That cost, how that would affect different, public schools, charter schools, private schools. Could you go into that a little bit with us, again, at the chairman's discretion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, when I think about the great work that was supported by this legislator and signed into law with the vision of improving learning throughout the state and Arkansas Learns, I look at a couple key buckets that I kind of pretty chunk a lot of different initiatives in is implementing high quality early learning programs, making sure they're of value and we have access to families that want to participate. K-12 has a lot of choice options. We know a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't meet the need of all students and families. So how do we empower parents? And how do we create different options, expanding especially career and technical options, looking at accelerated pathways, making sure that all third graders are able to read at or above grade level, and all of the initiatives to support improving those test scores. And then post-secondary, making sure that people or students, when they finish school, have the skills set up to help them be successful in life, whether they're pursuing higher education opportunities, whether they're entering the workforce, the military, whatever unique pathway that a child's going to be on. How are we working with families? How are we working with parents? And how are we making sure we meet those benchmarks? This policy, by signed in with Arkansas Learns, has outlined the blueprint and is the roadmap that we are following as a state to achieve just those goals. So anything that we would do as a state to disrupt that would take us backwards. Where has backwards got us? Backwards, pre-Learns has had us ranked in the bottom of the nation in every category that you want to be in the top of the nation in. So when you look at education as a whole, we're constantly ranked 45, 46, 47, 48. Just in year one, when you look at some of the metrics like U.S. World and News reports, in just the first year, the infancy year of Learns implementation, we're already seeing the needle on those metrics move. We went from 43rd in the nation in education, which looks at early learning, K-12, and higher ed by U.S. News and World's report, 43rd in the nation last year. This year, that report just came out. We moved to 38th. That's forward progress. Who wants to see us go backwards? Nobody. We all have the same goal, and that's to elevate education and make this a priority. We have the playbook to get there. When you ask about what would the financial impact and cost of implications, I've seen estimates that range over $1 billion. Over $1 billion, we'd have to figure out how to fund some of these new priorities initiatives. We have the right ones in place. I feel like we need to continue the momentum that we've seen. We've increased teacher salaries. We just heard me say top 5 in the nation, adjusted for cost of living, number 1 in the nation. Do we want to take this money away from those teachers? They deserve it. They're working hard. Our students are performing better. Our school administrators are getting the tools and resources they need so that they can be successful. We need to keep forward with our momentum.
So bottom line, you believe it would be detrimental to the state then if that were to pass?
Undoing the hard work that we've invested in would take us backwards.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.